Hey there, this is Edna Goldberg with Coldwell Banker Picket Fences Realty in Pasco County, but we take care of everybody in Tampa Bay area, so give us a call. So today I wanted to talk about rezoning. I've had a couple of customers recently with the same question, and I like real life stuff, so I'm going to talk about real life. Rezoning is something that we don't see very typical, and we don't see usually. um, I have been through a process for rezoning in the past, so I've done a lot of research as well. And if there's anyone out there that has an opinion, that has done it before, has had experience with it, let me know. I'm all ears. I love to learn, but this is my previous experience. So, as recent as today, I had a customer that they have a piece of land, about an acre and a half, in a busy highway, with frontage to a busy highway, and they have all their adjacent neighbors but one that are commercial or office use. This is in Pasco County in Florida. So they wanted to list their property. They were asking, number one, will I get more money if I list it as commercial? And the answer is more than likely yes. And number two, how do I do this? So previous disclosure here is every case will be different. So you may spend more or less money, and your process may look a little or a lot different than what I'm telling you. But this is previous experience and a lot of calling the county and trying to find things out. So you will have to first submit an application to the county. Okay, there are ways that you do a pre-meeting application. They have a portal for Pasco County. I think it's called Axela, where you can actually upload some documents as preview for the person that's going to interview you. And this is just a meeting to find out the likelihood of you being able to turn this place from residential to commercial. So there is a application fee, of course, and depending on the type of application, it's the fee. It's usually and most commonly $500. You will meet with the county person, the county agent on the land zoning and planning, and for this temperature that they're going to give you, or maybe yes, maybe no type deal. And from there, you may need to, number one, hire a lawyer, a land use lawyer. Number two, you may have to hire an engineer, because there are several things that you need to do. You're going to have to hire a surveyor, more than likely, for a commercial grade survey on the land. I believe that the county may not want a regular survey. It will have to be a commercial grade, because then they will be able to see drainage, they will be able to see wetlands, they will be able to see things that are not usually on a regular residential survey. So talking about wetlands, you may have to do a study of wetlands and protected species to make sure that there's nothing in your acreage that will get damaged or destroyed. You will have to get an engineer to also determine whether there are the boundaries, drainage, traffic layouts, or I'm not sure if you call it like that, but it's the traffic flows. If there is an intersection adjacent to your land that may be staunchly residential, I forget the name now, but it's very residential, then you will have to pay about $2,500 for an application. There's also, you will have to notify your neighbors within 500 feet of your property that of your intentions to turn this into a commercial zoned property. You also have to put up a sign at least 14 days before the hearings with intentions of your property turning commercial. And then you have your public hearings. in which is very highly recommended that you come in with a lawyer so they can state your case and defend your case with the county and with the neighbors, because this is not only impacting traffic flows and drainage and future land use, but it's also impacting adjacent neighbors, especially if one of your neighbors is still on residential property. In this case, for my customers, they do have one neighbor that is still in residential. So it may be very costly. Okay, we're talking about commercial grade surveys is in the thousands of dollars. Studies, environmental studies, retaining a lawyer, you could be in the hole between, I don't know, between $5,000 and $25,000. So it is a costly process. You just need to determine how much patience you have, how much money you have, how much money will you get after you turn it commercial, and how fast you need to sell it. Do you need to sell it or you want to sell it? So those are very basic, very high level overview of the process. It may get real easy depending on how easy or how much commercial property you have adjacent to you, or it may be a very long, complicated, leading to nowhere type of thing. So as the very first step is ask a land use lawyer about your process. But first and foremost, I would start by calling the land zoning and planning agency of your county and asking for a meeting. That way you hear it from them. What do you need? And the likelihood of it happening. Because anytime, anywhere within those studies, something might pop up. You might never, ever see a turtle in your life, in your property. But a study may reveal that, yeah, you actually do have an endangered species of turtles. And now what are you going to do? You're going to have to pay to relocate them. You understand? So there's several things like that. Asking a realtor is usually not helpful because a lot of realtors, especially residential realtors, have never gone through a process like this. I'm up for a challenge. That's why I know about this. I like to be very well educated, but in the end, it's on the seller. It's your property. There's things that I cannot do for you. So this is a process that you need to do. And sure, you can ask me all day, every day. I could facilitate information to you that I have time to call around and find these things out, and may help you determine whether you want to move on to the next level with this. But your realtor more than likely won't know anything. Maybe a commercial realtor will know. But again, in the end, it's better for you to go straight to the zoning and planning office and get your information from there. Okay, so hopefully this will help somebody. And if you've gone through this process as a seller, as a realtor, as somebody that has worked with the county, feel free to leave a comment, educate me, and hopefully this helps somebody that has an idea that they want to do, but they don't know what the process is. So I thought this would be helpful. Okay, so take care, everybody, and hopefully as a Gen Xer, I'll be back doing another video or so, trying to give you what I see every day as a realtor. Okay, maybe it'll help you. All right, everybody, take care.